we're the CARRDs, and we named our robot Twitch. And the reason why we call it Twitch is because when we were writing the program, it started twitching a lot. And these are scenarios of it, but we couldn't find the original, so that's what it did.
So these were supposed to be video files that would play.
Well, they did play.
Apparently it doesn't work on this computer.
I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, we had different issues. Most of you probably ran into them. This one right here, we'll mention it later what the issue was. Pretty much getting the ports mixed up. And the tail was constantly attacking the line that it was supposed to be following. This one over here, it was doing the, and then going back to the start. It looked like a sprinkler head. It was kind of funny at first, and then got really irritating. So.
This was our base design. We built it with the legs and with only a rubber thing on the end of the touch sensor, but we thought that gets boring too quick, so we added wheels to make it go faster and something that looks a little bit more threatening than a rubber piece on the end. We changed the chassis to a little bit longer so we could get the light sensor in where we wanted it. We placed the legs for wheels and made the stinger a little bit more painful, which was your idea. And we also, because the wheels were gone, it would rock, or not the wheels, the legs were gone, and when we added wheels, it would rock, so we added supports in the front and the back end. That kept it from flopping all over.
Most of our problems were actually with programming, just getting it to do what it was supposed to do logically. And our first problem was we had the ports for the actual sensors mixed up. So we had like the touch sensor taking input from like the light sensor, and that really screwed us up until we figured that out. The sound sensor was pretty tough to figure out because we were trying to calibrate it ourselves for its minimum and maximum level. And we eventually figured out that if we just left it at its default level, a minimum of 0 and a maximum of 1023, it worked perfectly. So, and the distance for the ultrasonic, we had problems with, we originally wanted it to attack one of those balls, but we found out that the actual surface, it doesn't detect it because it's round, it doesn't reflect the ultrasonic stuff back very well. And if we discovered a flat surface like a hand or a piece of paper, it actually worked a lot better.
So the program that makes it follow a line, that was kind of cool. Took me about 2 weeks to figure this out. Pretty much it starts with a wait function. Well, okay, right here, which you can't see.
The black part?
Yeah, black part. We got pretty much the CV motor going, the basic 2 motors that just has to go in a straight line until it hits this, in which case it finds the line for the first time. Then it goes into first loop function, CV motor, still going straight, until it no longer sees light, or until it does see a brighter light from its light sensor. This would be the dark line, in which case it continue going forward. If it didn't see the dark line, it'd go into this loop function, which has it turning right. Now, Jay said, well, have it turn right, and then turn left, and turn right. And I was putzing with that, and that's how I ended up with that sprinkler thing going on, and it just not finding the line. My mom just said, hey, keep it simple, just make it work. So, all right, I'd have it turn until it found something, and then it'd kick it out of the program, and then it'd go back to just going forwards. So that would be.
And how can you finish the looping?
The looping.
Yeah, the inside of one that is from the light sensor, right?
Yes.
The outside, yeah, and over.
So I have a logic connected to the loop. What it is, if this is true, if it actually sees light, it says that to the loop function. And
The outside one.
this one?
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah.
This
How can you finish that?
this one.
Yeah.
So it comes out. This I have set for 390 loops.
Oh,
That's how
okay.
this one finishes.
okay.
Instead of doing a time, which I tried doing before, but I had issues with, I did 390 loops, which is about enough time for it to actually get around the track one time and then kick out. So,
Okay.
yeah. And this is the tail. This is a reduced version of the tail, and I put some redundancies in it. When the tail would attack, it had issues of coming down. Well, what triggers the tail? Got the motor, got it going, time delay, and then it hits the push sensor, which is a stinger. What originally was making the stinger come back up from the original program was that the push sensor was getting touched. Well, the thing is, sometimes it wouldn't get touched, and the tail would just kind of hang there. It looked kind of pathetic and sad. So I put a redundancy in. If it does actually touch, then we get a sound, which, hey, that's kind of cool. If it doesn't touch, it comes back up anyways, and then it loops back out and waits for the trigger again, which is ultrasonic. And it'll just keep on attacking without any hiccups. I try to make this as free-flowing as possible and get the glitches out instead of trying to get as many programs in. So, right. That's our presentation.
Okay. Yep, thank you, and let's see.
Here we go. So to start, we clap. So he just found the line, now he's going in his little loop. Use his stinger. Put your hand in his front.
There's actually two different audio effects. I put a random number generator, so there should be a second one if you can get it to go. And then just a little bit of
This is his little fun attack mode. That one.
There we go.
And that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Like twice a week.